Just like we was yesterday, we got more runs, more practice, more cup runs. We trying to make Group A. Are we gonna make Group A? I don't know, but we gonna find out today. And if we don't make it, then oh well. We're gonna win Group B then. We're gonna win either way. We're gonna get the platinum. It's coming. And guess what? I'm not gonna pay like a whale to get there. I'm not Red New. I'm not Zelrith. I'm not Igor. I'm not CD Cal. I ain't Gucci Rat King. I ain't those guys. Guess what? We gonna do it the real way. We gonna do it the blue collar way. We gonna do it the same way that most everybody else is gonna do it, except for we're gonna actually try and we're gonna actually grind to get the best runners that we can. And if we lose after that, then oh well, it is what it is. We lose to Wales. Oh well, too bad. But guess what? That don't mean that we not better than them. Cause here's the thing about it is, if you can almost beat a whale now, imagine if you had their cards, what your characters would look like, and versus theirs, you would be better. So, in most cases, if you can beat a whale now, you're a better trainer. They just have better cards. That's how it goes. Easy. And they just have a lot more money that they can just throw at the game. Yeah, yeah, it's promotion content. Yeah, that's the only reason they get so many views. It's because they're promoting their shit. They're spending hundreds of dollars per video to promote. Where the rest of us, we don't spend that much because we don't have that much to spend. Yeah. So I appreciate the ones that do come and visit, come and check on your boy, seeing what's really good with the real gamer, the real gamers. You feel me? Come and seeing what's really good and what's really popping. And let's get this thing going, yeah? Let's roll.
Is you bid on it, right? Here's what you're doing. Here's what he's doing. He's like, he's trying so hard to go past that wrecking his car. And he's vitrified at how much further he's trying to get the woman. He's going out, making runs and trying. And this is a guy, by the way, who's excellent car control. He's done all sorts of drifting. He's excellent restart ability for drag racing stuff. But he get these tenths of a second.
Anybody see the rocket launch into space today? I know a lot of streamers were going live and watching. I wanted to, but I had to go to work. So that sucks. I wish they were launching tomorrow and not today.
It's like if you're a flat earther, you're probably thinking, oh my God, they're doing it right in front of us. And they think that we don't know this. Can you really think about that?
I do. Flat earthers are dumb. That's why we did it on April Fool's Day, because flat earthers are just that dumb. So we're gonna give them a reason to think that 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 they're right when they've been wrong all year round. So why not have one time when we appear to give them what they want? But April Fools is April Fools. I mean, you fool flat earthers. It's fun. It's like the older I get, the more I recognize which groups of people I don't like and which ideologies I really don't like. The earth is flat. That's one of them. It's like the earth is flat. I hate that. This new Me Too movement. I hate that. The protests against ICE. I hate that. The protests against us going to war. I hate that too. The protests against supporting our government. I hate that. The protests to take down our government. I hate that. Like it's very easy. It was very easy to understand why I don't like, what I don't like. If you just think about it for a second. Or you can do like most irrational people and not think about it at all and just call me an idiot. It just happens to be a whole bunch of people that are left, like way left, that will do that on a pretty normal basis. And I'm okay with that. I let everybody be who they want to be and be what they want to be, but then don't expect me to treat you any better or worse because of that. But when you say something stupid, I'm going to say something. I will say something back. Like, for instance, if you think it's cool and you think it's excellent to have open borders where people can just come into the country whenever they want, then let them come live at your house. Let them all come live at your house and see how you feel about it. Let them all move into your neighborhood and we see about how you feel about it. Let them move into your apartment complex. Let them fill up your apartment complex. Let's see what your opinion is in 5 months, if you're even there in 5 months. All I want is America to heal. I want homelessness to end. I want our cost for medical services to go down. I want our wages to go up. But that can't happen if we have a whole bunch of people in the country that are undercutting what everybody else works at for a minimum wage to pay all their bills. And then you take somebody that can work half as much or for half as much because they're here illegally. They're not going to go to the police and say, oh, well, my boss is only paying me half as much and I'm here illegally. They're not going to do that. No, they're just going to take whatever it is and go on about their business. While normal Americans that pay their taxes can't get jobs or hold jobs in certain places or communities or areas because of this undercut in gross pay. And then on top of that, the ones taking this pay under the table are not paying are not paying taxes. So they're not paying it to the government. So they're literally leeching money out of the government and out of circulation and then sending it to other places in the world. Whether it's Guatemala, Mexico, whether it's New Zealand, the Middle East, it don't matter. And the craziest part is I see this constantly. Like there is so many people that has moved to where I live at now that I've never seen before in the last 5 years. And I've lived in the same place for 4 of those 5 years. Yet I have never seen any of these people before. And every time I go to Walmart to get some ice cream or whatever, they're always sending money on a daily basis. They're sending money to another country in their work attire. And when I say work attire, I mean this is some lace up Walmart boots with some regular jeans and a sweatshirt. And you can tell that they're doing construction because I mean, obviously on their little jackets or whatever, it says construction on the back. And they're just constantly every day sending all their money out of the country. And then here's the thing, I don't see them for 4 or 5 weeks at a time. And then they come back. Then I see them for a couple more weeks. And then I don't see them again for 6 to 7 weeks. And then they come back. Like, that don't sound like somebody that lives here. That don't sound like somebody that lives inside the country. That don't sound like somebody that even lives around the city. Because I don't know about you, but even working construction, you're not gonna make enough to be able to work for 2 weeks and then have 6 weeks off and pay all your bills. That's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. It's never gonna work. So when put two and two together and you can figure out what's going on, but some people don't want to see what's going on. They want to live in this fantasy world of delusion about what's going on. Don't want to face the facts because they don't want to grow up. They don't want accountability for anything because they know if they do, then they have to face the truth. And they don't want to face the truth because by facing the truth, then somebody else is right and they're wrong. Hmm. I'm just getting highly annoyed that prices of everything keep going up, rent keeps going up, mortgages keep going up, insurances are going up on everything, cars, medical, whatever. The price of food's gone up, and people can't figure out why. They think it's something that Trump is doing. No, it's not what Trump's doing. It's what certain people in the left are fighting and advocating for the country to let happen. And we don't want it to happen because it's a secondary and tertiary effect. Once you let in a whole bunch of immigrants, then everything gets more expensive. Everything. It's common sense. But common ain't common. Common sense ain't common no more. Common sense is not common no more. So a lot of the time, you're gonna get a bunch of people that don't have any common sense, don't know what they're talking about, got all the information off TikTok and Instagram, and they think they know everything about what's going on when they literally know nothing. It's like those protesters that are protesting for Israel and Iran, protect the Houthis and all this stuff. But then those are the same people that are killing Americans. Those are the same people that are bombing Americans. Those are the same people that are taking journalists and then killing them. But y'all are like free them. Don't go to war with them. Don't fight them. Let them win. That's what they're saying. Because why? Well, over the last 20 years, we've had a whole bunch of immigrants come into the country. And you know what's happened? American morale has dropped. Why is that? Because some Americans, not all Americans, but some Americans have allowed these groups of people to indoctrinate them into the way that they think, which is their main goal is to overthrow society and the way that we do things. Because obviously the country they came from, they did not have any free rights. They didn't have free speech. They didn't have rights as women in most places, especially the Middle East. But now they come over here and they want to basically make their own sale of what they call freedom fighters, which are not freedom fighters. They're just people that want to overthrow the government. And they think they're going to come here and do what happened in their home country over here in America. They think they're going to be able to take over the government here like they did in their third world country back there. No, that's not how that works. It's never going to work that way. And as soon as you try that, the American citizens are going to come together, hopefully, and stop you. That's what I feel like. That's what should happen. But only about half of us have the gall to actually get up and say something or do something. And the other half just sits there and lets these people do whatever they want. They know it's not right, but they don't want to speak out against it because they got a comfortable little life, they got a comfortable job, they're paying all their bills on time, they have the internet and cable and whatever else they need. So why would they complain about the injustices that they see? Well, it's not affecting them. So my solution to the problem is to send all these people that are causing issues to their part of town, to where they live at. You think immigrants should be here illegally? Then let those immigrants come and live in your town. Let them come and live in your apartment complex. Let them come and live in your home. Let them come and live on your street. The rest of us don't want to deal with them. We have enough issues to deal with. We got more and more homeless people we got more and more people becoming homeless than buying houses. Why is that? Because of this $40,000 debt that they have to pay to even have a decent job to get out of a situation that society told them that they needed to put themselves in to have a better chance at a better life. When in reality, it just does the opposite. You choose not to work and you go to college for 4 years, guess what? Now you're behind 4 years on everybody else that went to work. Now everybody else has 4 years worth of work experience where you have none. And you know how companies subsidize that? They went, oh, well, if you have a degree, then you can come into our company and just be a supervisor. You don't have to know how it works. You don't have to know anybody's name. You don't even have to know how the company works. But as long as you got that $40,000 piece of paper, you can come and be a supervisor over the ones that's got years and 10 years, 20 years worth of work experience and know exactly how the business operates and how to be efficient in said job. But, that's how the government set itself up. That's how these companies set themselves up because they know what we know. They know that college is a waste of time. They know that. That's why the richest people on earth, most of them, never finished college. Look at Asmongold. He's the biggest streamer in the world, period. Never finished college. Look at I Show Speed. Never went to college. Biggest streamer in the world, IRL. Look at the biggest artists in the world. None of them finished college. Look at the smartest people in the world. None of them finished college. None of them. They went to college. They went to these different schools like ETI or whatever, but they didn't finish there. They got a degree there, but they didn't finish there. They didn't get their masters. They didn't get their you know what I'm saying? They didn't get their doctorates. They got a degree and got the fuck out because they knew school was bullshit. School ain't teaching you nothing. And it's true. The only thing school teaches you is how to regurgitate information for a week down the line, or 2 days down the line. Regurgitate information just so you can pass the test, so the teacher can say, oh, well, this kid passed the test. There's a check mark. There's part of my paycheck. Choo. Oh, another kid passed. There's another part of my paycheck. Choo. Oh, another kid passed. Choo. I got a little bit more in the bank. Oh, that kid didn't pass. Oh, man. Damn. I don't get paid for that kid. Like, that's how teachers are now. That's how teachers are. They don't teach kids anything. They have a rubric, they have a calendar, basically a guidance calendar, which is crazy to me that they have a calendar basically set up for them that they have to teach these certain things throughout the year. First of all, so teachers don't have a job. So teachers literally just go, "Oh, thank you for the my teaching plan for the year." And all they have to do is just print out whatever it is for that week, give it to the kid, not really teach them anything, and hope that they pass the test at the end of the week so they can feel gratified. Like, that's crazy to me. Kids can't write cursive. More and more kids are unable to read, let alone write their own name. It's getting up close to 30 to 40%, as in can't read in elementary school. That's insane. And that means our generation of teachers, us, our generation, yeah, millennials, the ones that became teachers, you're sucking at your job, you're failing. All you had to do is teach. But I guarantee you this, those same teachers, if they have kids, I guarantee you those kids that they have at home know more than the kids in their classrooms because they're not teaching in the classroom, they're teaching at home. And that's the problem. And everybody thinks that, oh, we're the crazy ones because we're not doing more at home and we're not spending hundreds of dollars to we're not sending hundreds of dollars through our kid to the teacher to buy supplies for the classroom that the school should be supplying for them to them. I should not have to pay for pencils. I shouldn't have to pay for paper. I shouldn't have to pay for extra notebooks. Y'all should have that stuff at the schools already. Anytime I needed a pencil when I was in school, the teacher always had them. She never bought them. I saw her go and get them out of the drawer, out of the closet. They were always stocked up. I saw the person show up in the truck with the supplies that delivered it to each classroom. But yet, those teachers tell the parents that we have to pay X amount for them to have supplies. That's bullshit. It's total bullshit and it's a complete lie. They've been lying to y'all since day one, and they've been collecting y'all's money and then spending it on whatever they want to outside of work. They're not spending that money on supplies. Are y'all crazy? They're spending that money on nails. They're spending that money on food. They're spending that money on going out with a hubby. They're not spending that stuff on supplies for your kids. Grow up. Grow up. The world's a dirty place, and we can choose to make it dirtier or we can choose to clean it up. So don't be surprised, next generation, if half your generation chooses to want to dirty up the world and the other half chooses to want to clean it up. It makes sense. I thought millennials were all going to be on the same page. We was going to try and improve the world. Heck no. Heck no. The LGBTQ came from millennials. That wasn't a thing before we got here. And now it's a thing. And now look. Now they're gatekeeping their own community from other LGBTQ members. It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I've watched, I've seen plenty of videos of people getting kicked out of the LGBTQ groups or whatever meetings because they didn't agree with every single point that person that was talking was making. Like the point of girls or boys being in girl sports. I don't know about you, but I don't want my daughter playing against a boy in whatever sport it is, except for unless it's like an e-sport. If it's an e-sport, hey, fair game. You either sink or swim. Baby girl, you sink or swim in that. You know, if it's chess, you sink or swim in that. You know, if it's checkers, you sink or swim in that. But if it's football or basketball or baseball, I don't want my little girl playing against little boys that say they're girls. No, no. Because I'll tell you from experience, even as a little boy at 7 years old, at 5 years old, I could still pick up and body slam my little cousin or my younger cousin that's only a year younger than me. But she was always bigger than me. So you tell me that boys and girls don't have differences straight out of the womb. You tell me guys and girls don't have differences. Crazy. You're crazy. But the girls that step up and take on that challenge anyway, those are the ones that I say, hey, yeah, she a real one. She a real one. But the ones I don't stand up for are the guys or the moms that allow their sons to change themselves into females to play female sports because they're not good enough at male sports. It pisses me off. Every single time I see it, it makes me so angry. Because it's just common sense. You don't do that. And if you do that, then you should be reprimanded in some way and charged. That's what I feel like. Those people should be charged. Straight up, straight up charged. Put them in jail. Lock them up. Throw away the key. We don't want them here. If you can't act like you got common sense, we don't want you around. It's simple. You know why the United States was prosperous before 2010? You know why? Because there wasn't 26 different genders and 1,000 different opportunities to make up bullshit. You know why? Because husbands did what husbands are supposed to do, and wives did what wives are supposed to do. Now you got wives trying to be husbands. You got husbands going, fuck it, I don't care no more, I'm out. And then you got single moms going, I don't want to be single no more. But then you got the rest of the guys seeing this single mom going, you're single for a reason. And I'm pretty sure I know the reason after talking to them. So have fun with that. I know I ain't gonna make that mistake again. I know I ain't gonna make that mistake again. If I don't see wifely qualities, I ain't even gonna date them. I'm just gonna be like, I don't want to talk to you. If you present to me, I can do bad all by myself, and I don't need no man, I'm gonna stand there and look at your ass like you're dumb. Because I already know the real truth, but you're stuck in this delusion in your mind. So I just let you die in it. I just let you sink in it. Just sink way down in there. Let you do whatever it is you want to do. Oh, you don't need no man. You can do all that by yourself. Okay, show me. I want you to build this porch right here. I want you to show me. You don't need no man. Nah. Oh, you need you got a hole in your roof. Oh, you can fix it. You don't need no man. You can fix that. Oh, your plumbing's messed up. Oh, you good? You can fix that. Call the women's plumbing service. They'll come and fix it for you. Since we are not needed in society, apparently, since the infrastructure is not real, you know. I'm just tired of this bullcrap, and we just have to keep dealing with it. Guys have to keep dealing with this crap over and over and over. and we're fed up with it. We're fed up with it. At first, we just didn't say nothing. We ignored it. Then when it evolved and we couldn't just ignore it because they started getting physical with us and wanting to fight us and kick us and hit us and expect nothing to happen back, then things started to change. Now at this point, we're like, nah, we're not even gonna give you a chance, bro. If you want to be a wife, show me. If not, get the fuck on, or you gonna find out. I can be ruthless as fuck, or I can be really nice, depending on how you approach the situation. So always remember that. My energy will be matched. My energy will match whatever energy comes to me. Ha ha. And I ain't talking about actual energy like those little whatever tarot cards or whatever. No, I mean, if you come at me with a pissed off attitude, I'm gonna respond with a pissed off attitude. You come at me smiling and you're in a good mood, I'm probably gonna respond in a good mood. But don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. If you don't want to talk to me, don't talk to me. But don't expect me to pick up my phone and call you. Don't expect me to pick up my phone and answer you. You don't want to talk to me for whatever reason that you chose on your own. Don't expect me to answer it at all for any reason. You want some money? No, you're not getting that. I'm not with you. I don't want you. You done showed me what you worth. I'm good. That's for anybody. I'll put it like this. If you're supposed to be my peoples and I ain't seen your ass in over a year, you ain't my peoples. No, you just there. For real. 17 minutes. Okay, we're watching the Artemis 2 launch. I'm watching the Artemis 2 launch since I missed it earlier today. Because I have a fucking job. I have a real job where I have to leave the house. I wish I could have watched Artemis 2 launch.
This is right here. It's the Tower of Air. Orion capsules and such that's involved to pull Orion. Oh, the rocket, in case the rocket is something's going on with the rocket, on your on the pad or it's crazy how much power it takes to move it up like that. Well, I'm sorry. One of the two batteries.
You talking about the rocket? Yeah, rockets take a lot of fuel. Well, but rockets only take a lot of fuel because they don't want to use electric rockets and uh they don't want to use water fusion rockets. Now we know how to make water fusion rockets. We know how to make water fusion motors. We know how to make motors that run on water. We know how to make motors that run on plastic. You know why we don't make those things? Because it's not viable as a source of income for the big gas companies. Like I said, we can make rockets that don't use rocket fuel, that uses electric fuel, or that uses magnetism to take off. We could use that, but we're not going to right now because the big gas names in the US, Texaco and all Valvoline and all them, they want money. They want their cut. And they can't get their cut if we're not using their fuels. Why do you think there's not very many electric cars? Think about it. There's only been a select few electric cars that's been allowed to come out. You want me to tell you what I mean? If you go and search Africa, go and look up in Africa how many electric cars they have, and then go and look in China. Go and see how many different type of electric cars they have. Same thing with Japan, and then look at America. We only have two or three different types of electric vehicles. They have whole fleets of electric vehicles that they won't let come to America because the gas companies can't make a profit off of them. That's why we don't get a lot of those cars from Asia, from Africa, for instance. We don't There's a lot of car companies in Africa that build to make their own cars that are really nice cars that are not allowed to be in America because the gas companies can't make a big profit off of them because they're all electric cars. Wow, imagine that. Africa goes, we have an oil problem. We don't have a lot of gas. So we're going to make a lot of electric vehicles to save on gas. So we can use that money for other things like infrastructure or medications. Wow, just imagine if America goes, huh, if we cut out big oil and big fuel, how much money do we save every single year on moving that stuff around, going to importing that stuff from other countries? You know what I'm saying? We wouldn't be in Venezuela right now if the big gas companies weren't running the world. You see what I'm saying? We wouldn't have been in Iran and Iraq in the early 2000s and mid 2000s if the big gas companies didn't run the world. If we went, hmm, we ain't got a lot of gas left. Let's start making electric cars. If we had did that, the landscape would look completely different. We wouldn't have been in war for the last 20 years. We wouldn't have been at war the last 20 years, bro. It's insane in the membrane. But anytime you use common sense to solve problems, guess what? They always try to shut you down. You know what I find interesting and absolutely insane? That the Artemis 2 launch, they have to do all these different like camera angles and stuff because of the way AI works. And they're able to make the AI videos, right? Because of that, now nothing is believable that we see on TikTok, Instagram, none of it. I don't believe none of it. Now, do I think some are funny? Hell yeah, I think some are funny. Do I think some have some good messages behind them? Yeah, I think they got some good messages behind them. That's why I keep posting them, you know? But most things on TikTok and Instagram are fake, including you see people doing the viral dances. That's fake. Let me tell you how I know it's fake because you can take a picture of yourself, put it into one of these software programs, and it will make a video of you doing the dance that you told it to do. All it needs is a picture of you, and it can put you in a 3D space doing that dance on whatever background you choose. And people are making millions, hundreds of thousands and millions of dollars off AI. And when I say people, I don't mean people that build and make AI. No, I'm talking about the regular everyday man. So while guys like me are out here making actual content, real content that people can tune into, see, be a part of. No, you got artists out here, you got people out here that's just making AI art, fake broadcasts, fake streams, pre-recorded streams that they say are live, but obviously pre-recorded over over an AI voice. It's actually insane, and people fall for it. And people fall for it. Like I was looking at it, I saw an AI stream on Twitch last night. An AI stream had 300 people watching. You know what that stream was about? It was nothing. It was about the stream was lo-fi anime uh openings, and it had 300 people watching. They didn't do anything. The person that made the page hadn't done shit, but somehow has 200 million views, a million followers, and all they do is just play the same Spotify uh link over and over on YouTube and on Instagram and on TikTok every day. They just refresh the stream. And then for some odd reason, dumb people just keep going back and watching it over and over again. I'm like, if you're going to support artists, at least support real artists. At least support artists that actually write their songs. Wow, that's going to cut down a lot of artists, especially rappers. That's gonna cut off most of the rappers because most rappers don't write their own songs. Never did. Never have. It's crazy. They look good, so they get somebody else from like Norway to write their songs because it sounds like rap, and then they do it. That's it. So when you listening to your favorite rapper, 9 times out of 10, they didn't write the song you're listening to. You just like the anesthetic of him on that song. Now let's take your favorite rapper out of that song and put the actual artist and the person that wrote the song in his place, and I bet you don't listen to that song the first time. I guarantee you. I guarantee you you don't listen to that song. And that's the saddest part. The ones writing these songs, actually writing these songs, should be the ones that are millionaires, should be the ones getting everywhere, being posted everywhere. Oh, this award winning Grammy nominated writer has wrote another song for Kendrick Lamar or whoever. You know what I'm saying? Instead of it going, oh, Kendrick Lamar came out with another one, another number one hit that's gonna win 3 different Grammys this year. No, it should be the person that wrote the song should be up for 3 different Grammys, not the one that sings the song. And I think that's the fucked up part about this whole situation. Because rappers like Megan Thee Stallion and Icebox over there and Juice and all these guys that are new, none of them would make any money. None of them have any albums if they had to write their own songs because they suck. And you know it. And I know it. And here's the funniest part. I guarantee you I'm better than them. I'm probably better than your favorite artist if they wrote a song and I wrote a song and then we competed against each other with no paid promotion. I guarantee you I'm better than your favorite artist. I promise you money. Because I do by myself in 2 weeks what it takes big artists to do in 2 months. Like for instance, why do artists wait to get to the studio to hear the beat to start writing? Why don't you already have the beat at home? Why aren't you already writing at home where you're undistracted? Why'd you wait till you got to the studio where you're drinking and smoking to start writing? That don't make sense. That's a bad business practice. That's bad business in general. But it's fine because the community says it's okay because that's what they keep hitting the like button on. Grow up. We got to set the example for the next generation. But we can't do that if half of us act like they ain't got no damn common sense, even though all of us are born with common sense. It's just half of us chose not to use it. And turns out the ones that chose not to use it are the ones that got popular because they chose not to use common sense. Like Jack Dorothy, for instance, popular YouTuber, nuisance streamer. How did he get popular? By being annoying, by not using common sense. Joyner Lucas, nice dude. Like him, has common sense, writes a lot of his music, got popular, respected. I Show Speed, same thing, respected. Asmongold, same thing, respected. But then you got people like Triple Red. You got people like Machine Gun Kelly. You got people like fucking like Jaden Smith and all of them. Like they're manufactured to be there. They're manufactured to be there. They didn't fight to get there. They didn't do anything to get there. They didn't even write their own music. Just like what's his name from That's So Raven that tried to be a rapper? His songs were good, but he's not a rapper and everybody knows that. But see, what they don't realize is 9 out of 10 of the rappers that y'all see now are just like, but y'all have never seen these guys in an acting role or in a movie, so you can't associate them with something else from their past. So you have to assume that that's who they are for some reason. Come on, guys, grow up. Most rappers don't act like themselves. Most rappers have to put on a persona and then wear that persona all day. I'm not most rappers, by the way. I'm just me all the time. Whether I'm rapping, whether I'm playing games, it don't matter. And I like what I like. Yeah, some people call me weird because I like Umamasume, horse girls, right here. Some people call me weird for that. I don't give a fuck. I've been called weird my whole fucking life. I am the black sheep in my family. So fuck off. How about that? I do what I want to do. I don't need no friends. I don't need no wife. I don't need no girlfriend. Be nice to have them, but I don't need them. People want to treat me like shit. That's okay. I can act like they don't exist. It's simple. You don't want to talk? Fine. You ain't got to talk to me. But don't expect me to answer the phone when you call. You don't want to ever show up. You don't ever want to visit. Then don't expect me to ever want to show up or visit. It's very simple. It's very simple. I do what people do for me. If you come and hang out with me, I'm gonna come and hang out with you. If you come and see me, I'm gonna come and see you. If you never come and see me, why the fuck would I go and see you? You know, the last time I saw any of my family members was my daughter's birthday last year. That was the last time I saw anybody in my family outside my mom. And the last time I saw my friends, all in one place. So are they really my friends? I don't know. You have to ask them. I'll leave that one up to them. I'm not gonna answer that question because I already know the answer. It is what it is. Hey, I let it be what it is. I let it be what it is. You wanna be the homie? Then come be the homie. Let's link up, let's hang out, let's do some shit. You don't wanna talk to nobody? Don't expect me to talk to you. I'm gonna sit there and look at you like you're stupid whenever you do try to talk to me. So I'm be like, all this time you never once thought about contacting your boy. You never once thought about saying nothing until you needed something. Or you needed to talk to somebody that was real, that was gonna tell you the truth about it. And now you want to talk to me. Now you want to make that phone call. Nah, too late. My life is not sitting here waiting on somebody else to fuck up to make a phone call to me for me to feel valuable. That's not what I do. But I always am looking for another source of income though. Streaming I do for fun because I like to stream because streaming is fun and I like to stream. It's simple. I've always wanted to stream, and now that I can, I figured out how to. Of course, I'm going to. Now, if I make money from it, that's cool. If I make money from doing this, but I'm not looking to make. That's not my main strategy is to make money from this. If it was my main strategy, then I would have had a strategy put in place where I could build up a bunch of money to then promote my streams with. That's not how this works. That's not why I stream. I stream because I like to stream because I like to see people come together and play games together and have fun and talk about whatever they want to talk about, even if it's unrelated to the game. If you want to talk about go off on a random tangent, I'll listen, and if it's funny, I'm gonna laugh. Just know that. But I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna listen, even if we end up talking about something way off topic. Like somehow we end up talking about what they teaching in school while we're playing Umamasume. I'll entertain it for sure. Why not? I think so many people, so many streamers, get caught up in trying to make a lot of money that they try and structure everything where it's like reacts first, and then we'll do one run, and then we're gonna do the CM runs, and then we're gonna watch other people CM runs, and then that's it for the night. We're gonna switch games to whatever else I'm gonna play, and that's it. Instead of what's up? Yeah, we're gonna play the game. We're gonna start with Umamasume, and then yeah, we'll go from there. Got anything you want me to react to? Just send it in. That's a real streamer. The first one you heard, that's an opportunist. That's somebody that's trying to get people to lure people in so they can take their money, and then they can go do what they want to do. Their main interest is not something that's in common with yours. That's what I learned, and I noticed that about a couple Umamasume streamers. They're not in it because they like the game. They're in it because they see other people like the game and they see it as an opportunity to make some money. So why would they not do it? That's what they're looking at. For me, it's not that. I make $0 playing this game. Zero. And I'm happy because I like the game. The game is fun. I've got more than 2,000 runs under my belt on the same gameplay loop where I can't where with other games and console games I won't even play it a second time, let alone multiple times. You see what I'm saying? Whereas this game I keep going in a circle, in a circle, in a circle till I get something better. And why is that? Because they will not. They refuse to make games that are like this. They refuse to make games that are simple yet exhilarating because they feel like they got to make super convoluted striking games with all these different commands and confidence systems and combat systems and this and that, and the graphics have to be a certain quality, and it can't be this and it can't be that, and there's too much of this and too much. Like, you're doing too much. That's why these AAA companies haven't been able to put out a good game in 10 years. The last good game that a AAA company put out was Grand Theft Auto 5. Or excuse me, Red Dead Redemption 2. That was the last one, Rockstar. That was the last good AAA game that I've seen. And that was back in the 20 teens. We in the 2020s, 6 years in. And I have yet to see a good AAA game come out, including Crimson Desert. Crimson Desert is basic as fuck. Crimson Desert is basic as fuck, and they scammed y'all out of $70. Crimson Desert is Black Desert, duh, just with a guy on the front and upgraded systems. They literally took Black Desert, copied all the assets and the game system and the game engines over, and then just worked on a few kinks. That's all they did. And changed the main character profile on the front of the game from a female to a male. That's all they did. Why is that? Because they saw how popular Black Desert is. I play Black Desert still to this day. People tell me all the time, Black Desert's dead. It's a dead game. It's a dead game. It's a dead game. If it's a dead game, then how come the same thousands and thousands and thousands of people play that shit every day? I can log into Black Desert right now and I'll find somebody within 2 seconds just running around, or a group of people just running around, or maybe they're going on a quest. And then I turn around and I see Crimson Desert, and I'm like, "What the fuck, Crimson Desert? What? That's just black. That's Black Desert. Crimson Desert is Black Desert. They just changed the main character to where that's it. They just changed the main. I wonder how many. I wonder how many stupid people bought Crimson Desert if they already have Black Desert. I wonder how many dumb people bought Crimson Desert without realizing that it's just an add-on to Black Desert because of the way they talked about it in the game reviews, and gamers talked about it that were reviewing Crimson Desert, but they forgot because a lot of the gamers did not play Black Desert because a lot of these streamers told them that Black Desert was going to be trash, so they never played Black Desert. But obviously, I don't listen that well because I played Black Desert anyway, and I was delightfully impressed that Black is as good as it is, and it was $5 because of how much other gamers talked about how bad it would be. It reduced the price severely. Like for instance, another good example is Marathon. Everybody was talking about how bad Marathon was going to be, and I still don't like Marathon because the neon colors is too much for me. I can't stand it. Oh, that neo futuristic neon color scheme setup is. I hate it. I'm sorry, but I hate it, and I'm so glad How on Life didn't do that, or I would have been pissed. But point is, they knew what was going on. They they knew what was going on, and even I could see what was going on. But they was able to trick a lot of people into paying $70 for the same game that they just paid $5 for. That's on sale right now for like $4.99. Dead ass. And y'all pay $70 for Crimson Debt. Oh man. It just makes me laugh. Y'all paid $70 for an upgrade pack. That's hilarious to me. I'm sorry. But I'm not sorry. I'm sorry that you're that dumb, but I'm not sorry that you did it. I mean that's on you. Oh shit. Ah,
This is, I mean, SpaceX does the same thing. Like,
let's
if
see.
something isn't like absolutely perfect, they just wait until things are all lined up.
The jokester vibes. So wait,
Just for safety.
jokester, trickster.
Really good astronauts have this thing blow up and get it fucked up, right?
The jokester and the trickster.
Like, I mean, it'd be kind of embarrassing.
Like Persona, it's like jokester vibes. That's Persona 5 vibes. That's what I'm getting. Persona 3 vibes right here. The jokesters. I played that as the jokester. I like playing the jokester. Trickster was all right. I didn't like the trickster build too much. I'm not a trickster player because like to make the trickster build work, you have to have really high special attack and really high normal defense. So like for me it no, it didn't work out. Nah. I had to quit and restart and then pick a different stand as my main stand. Well, I just switched it out. I didn't have to quit actually. I just switch it out. Yeah, I forgot you could do that in P3. In Persona, you can just switch out your stand like with another stand. I totally forgot about that. Ah. All right, yo, is it me or do pace chasers just not win? My enclosures have won, and my front runner has won. My pace chasers have not won at all. Not a single motherfucking race, bro. They didn't win shit. That's why I ain't gotta make no pace chasers. Let's keep working on Kita-san though, because since I can't get her to 4 stars, they stopped giving us the pools. Go home specialist. I can get that now. Finally. Let's see. These. No stopping me. I forgot she had no stopping me. I'm not gonna lie. And she's always had no stopping me. Um, but we're gonna give her, yeah, go home specialist. Boom. All right. Uh,
TTP is complete. But they lost contract, auto return. All right, and SPE. Like, what is? No open for there, bro. Either brother. Okay, ready for a water? And I'll start to with that. We are clear and ready to.
I just want to see. So 1,055 speed, 890 stamina, 1,077 power, 1,100 wit, and 1,000 guts can get you UG. Really? That's only like 3 guts cards. Oh, it's 2. At that. Why does everybody keep using Vega? You know, I haven't done a guts build, but I also don't want to do a guts build because guts doesn't do any fucking thing. That's why I don't want to do one. Man. Did they do a guts build too? No, they didn't. Okay. How'd they do it? 3 wit. I have those two. I have these two. I don't have 5 motion. 1 power. I got that. I have the speed card. I don't have this speed card. I'm surprised that this hit UG, right? But it is what it is. I mean, I can get there eventually. Eventually, I will get there. But
I go to space, but I don't know if I'd be ready to go to the moon.
I'd go to the moon for content. I'd go to the moon just to go to the fucking moon, let alone content. Fuck content. I just want to go to the moon. I want to see what it looks like. I want to walk on the moon. I want to float in zero gravity. I want to know what that feels like, real zero gravity. You know? We're talking about going to the moon. I was like, bro, what the fuck? Yes, go to the moon. Please do that.
Yeah, I didn't know it was a real term.
What?
Do you have a go to proceed with countdown?
Oh shit, copy that. I'll put it in what? CDR entity. Go. Wonder, so how big is it? It's pretty fucking big, huh?
Yes.
Wasn't a normal building, but I want 89 going right around there. God damn. CBSC entity, start and verify recordings of our Orion cameras. Copy. Okay. Well, there you heard it. RStar entity. RStar. Oh, it's got that shit around it. What's the name of this please?
It's currently at T-minus 10 minutes. Once we wrap up this last bit of work, arm rotation enable complete. We're going to start that clock.
Yeah, thank you. Oh boy. Integrity 3. We'll go lock visors. A few seconds behind. I think I am, but I don't want to refresh it again. I mean, I think it's caught up enough. Atlas, yeah, I know we're gonna go into the moon real quick. It's like next year, I think. That's what I heard.
It was transitory. It's very short. They checked the data, confirmed that they had a good lot.
2028. Yeah.
Let's see if we can, bro. I can never make the 2 wit work, but we're gonna try to make it work today. I can never make 2 wit. That's I don't know, bro. I tried to use my build from Unity Cup one time, the 3 wit 2 speed. Oh my god, it was so bad. Ugh. Oh, that's what I want. Yes. Give me a good mood. Give me that mood. Mm.
There's 2 million people watching on YouTube. This is 1.1. Probably collectively, you guys probably didn't get that many. Like,
That's because yeah, I mean that's what I missed, bro. Artemis launched today, and almost 2 million people was watching, but I'm at work because jobs gotta pay bills, right? Gotta pay bills. I can't afford to be lazy. Literally. Literally. And I always find it funny when people do call me lazy because I'm like, I'm lazy. You think I'm lazy, but I pay my bills. But you're not lazy and you live at home with your parents and you don't pay any bills and you don't have a job, but I'm the lazy one. Okay. All right. Okay. Somehow I'm the lazy one for paying my mortgage. Right. That makes sense. Holy crap. Country Chris is lazy because he pays his mortgage on time. Oh shit. He can't go out and buy 1,000 different video games and promote for everybody. He must be broke. That's how they try to make it seem anyway. And I just be laughing at him like, oh, bruh. Oh yeah, Artemis 2 is yeah, the Artemis 2 launch was fake. Yeah, totally. Yeah. The Artemis 2 launch was totally fake, guys. It was totally fake. We never went to the moon. Oh god. I swear. Some people you could just hit over the head with a frying pan and they wouldn't react. You know what I mean? They're just that flat brained. They just would not react to getting hit upside the head with a frying pan. They would just stand there and be like, "Why'd you hit me?" It's kind of odd. I think it's kind of odd that we use the term nominally for great. If everything goes correctly, then blah blah blah. But for some reason, we use the word nominally instead of correctly, and it confuses people that are dumb, essentially, because they don't know what nominally means. Or the other more probable reason is that they don't know how to use context clues. Even if I didn't know what the word nominally meant, I would be able to use the context clues around that word to figure out what it meant. That's something I was really good at as a kid. Because apparently, according to my parents, I didn't read until I was in the third grade. Now, you probably wondering how the fuck did that happen if you had to read in second and third grade? How the fuck did that happen? How'd you get away with a whole year not reading? I would read lips. I hated reading books. They were boring to me. They always put me to sleep. So why would I spend my time reading them? You see what I'm saying? So yeah, I didn't read until the third grade. And that was only because my teacher caught me during a test one day, or during class. It wasn't even a test. We were reading in class, right? You know how in class you read the book out loud, like to be a mockingjay or mockingbird or something like that. Like one person in the class would read one chapter, and then another person would read another chapter, and so on and so forth, right? Well, it got to me. I was nervous as fuck. I could not read, and she was like, "Go ahead, and read that page." Nope, it didn't happen. I just sat there and looked at the page. I didn't even try to read it. I didn't even try to read the page. I just sat there and looked at it. And then that day, my mom got a phone call. Mm-hmm. Which is, and it's funny too, because my teachers thought it was actually amazing that they didn't notice that I couldn't read until the third grade. Like nobody caught that before the third grade. My teachers were still impressed. Just sitting there, I was just a quiet kid in class, like not knowing I'm just sitting there literally reading your lips because I can't read the words on the page. But I did learn to read, and I can read now. I learned. But the bigger problem is there's a lot of kids right now that are teenagers that cannot read. Like I couldn't read in third grade. They're at the same level now as almost an adult, and that's messed up. And it's their fault. It's their own fault because they choose not to read. You can go to school and you can choose to do the work, and you can choose to learn and get better, or you can just slack off and be like, well, I gotta be here and just try and sleep through all your classes. If you choose to sleep through all your classes and you can't read and you can't graduate on time to get a job where you have to read and you can't do that job, that's on you. You literally stopped yourself dead in your tracks because you thought it was just boring. Hmm. Even if you think something boring, still put your whole into it, because you never know. First of all, you never know who's watching, and second of all, you never know what it might lead to. Like you could be a baller, you could be a hooper, right? You could be a hooper and find out you're a great debater. You know what I'm saying? But you would have never known if you didn't speak up in class one time.
Flies too far off track. There's a brief built-in delay, so the launch abort system has time to pull the astronauts to safety first. High flow bleed check. All right, the high flow bleed check.
All right. We got 4 turns. We got 3 turns. Let's see.
Check balls exponential.
Okay. That's what I thought I hit. That. We got 3 turns. Boom, boom. And because I start racing right here. Now, I know I've seen other people start racing in late August and then do it like that. I don't do that. It don't work for me to do it that way. So there's just no reason for me to. For me, it's more important to go ahead and get these guys as high as I can in this first half. Obviously, if I had to hold down to Asa high, I could get them all fully maxed out. But honestly, I feel like with what we got, we should be able to at least build a rank in URA. You know, I haven't I haven't went back and tried to play it enough to figure out how to build a like a S rank on in URA. Because what point would that be? What point would that make? You know.
Milestones. Ball is looking good.
Let's try it.
All right, boys, let's get it. Just a few seconds.
We got it. All right, cool.
Control test. This is
I was fully expecting to see a Maverick right there. Every other time I do it like that, it's Maverick, Maverick, Maverick. I'm like, come on, man.
Shuttle Heritage, one of them built from shuttle parts. This history? Yeah, first time in 53 years.
First time in 53 years. Cool.
Oh, fun. Now we start moving the power from both the upper stage and the lower stage of the rocket to internal, taking ground power away and now going to battery power.
Let's see if we can get a whole bunch of speed scrolls right here. Or I hope we get some speed scrolls. Let's put it like that. If we're going to need some. So you know what I've learned? If you pick right, like we know that she has a certain amount of skills that she comes with, right? I learned, right? If you go ahead and get those skills and just those skills, you can run the whole entire career. You don't have to keep buying extra skills every single turn or every single race like I do. But if you get their skills they come with, their kit, if you buy their kit, right, you'll be fine. Like if you buy, like if I was to buy focus right now, get taken the lead, blast forward, and what was the other one? Shit, I forgot the tether. If I was to buy those, I could run the whole career. But I'm not going to. But which one should I buy first? Usually I go with like early lead because front runners you get out in front and then you can stay out in front, right? That's generally what I go with. Yeah, I can do both. I can do this and ramp up. That'll get me out in front, and then that's a mid race. That's a mid race skill to help me keep my speed up. So Marzinski's a tough one. I just did a run with her yesterday. She was a tough one because the way her kid is set up, first of all, everything's mile skills, right? So she didn't get no skill. She didn't get no skill hints until my third race or fourth race, till we got to the mile race at the bottom down here. And lift off. All right, they're taking off. Artemis 2 is, I know Artemis 2 already took off. Already, I know that. But I'm seeing it take off for the first time. That looks cool as shit. That's a lot of fuel though. Like, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy to me? That nobody has kept working on electric rocket motors. Cause I mean, you think about it, right? Look at the world top speed record for cars. It's an electric car. Look at the top speed record in the quarter mile. It's an electric car. Look at the look at all the top speeds, right? They're all electric cars because electric motors can put out a lot more torque than conventional compressed motors. It just it does. It always has. So my point is, why aren't we trying to strap giant electric motors onto these mugs and giving them like hybrid motors where they have the initial stage of the rocket blast with fuel and then it turns into an electric motor after takeoff and then continues the flight. That way you don't have to go with a freaking crap ton of rocket fuel on board. You only need some to get off the ground. You see what I'm saying? It'd be a lot safer. It'd be a lot safer. I've always said that. And that means not Columbus. What was that? Oh man, what was the name of that? The Challenger. Challenger wouldn't have happened. The Challenger accident wouldn't have happened if they had electric rockets. It wouldn't have exploded. The rocket fuel combusted inside the aircraft itself inside the tubes, and it blew the Challenger out of the sky, probably 300 feet in the air. It just completely blew the thing apart, killed everybody inside. Rest in peace to those astronauts. I hope you are chilling on the moon. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine, right? Just imagine if you were extraterrestrial or just from another planet that's more developed, like 100 years or 1,000 years in the future. Let's say 100 years, right? I think in 100 years we could have flying uh, outer orbit craft, right? Within 100 years, I think we can do it. So just imagine how extraterrestrials. If I was an extraterrestrial, I would visit this planet and I would just float on the outside the planet and just watch all the chaos happen. Like I'd be floating over war zones just watching with like popcorn or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, look at these guys. Oh, they're shooting each other. It's like a video game in real life. It is a video game in real life. As an extraterrestrial, that's what I would say. I'd be sitting there like, oh my God, oh, that was crazy. Why they, oh my God, why do they keep doing this to each other? Why are they blowing each other up like this?
Greatest April Fool's joke ever. So for Artemis 2, Wiseman, Glover, Cook is so true. Time checks. GPS signals acquired after.
I think it was funny that Artemis 2 launched.
Flight dynamics officer analyzed the time.
Yeah, like it did.
Scowl.
I watched, like, before going to work, I watched the countdown to, like, it was like an hour before launch or something. It was a big press thing. It was all over YouTube. They were streaming everything. And I can't even trust CNN or NBC or any of them to tell me the truth anymore. Because every time I see a story on there, I go and look on the internet, and the internet gives a way more in-depth story than what CNN or NBC gives. And like they usually scam over a lot of facts to prove their point. And I'm like, okay, so you're just gonna leave out, X, Y, and Z that actually happened that caused these people to be in the situation that they're in. And then I watch these videos of like protesters and people, and they say the same thing. And I'm like, well, I know what news station you're listening to and where you got your information. But sorry, that's not all the information that you should have about this specific incident. Like the woman that was at a ICE protest in like Minnesota or New York or whatever, that got in her car. The ICE agents told her to leave because she was being really disruptive with her car. Really disruptive, just honking the horn at them, just, you know what I'm saying? Doing all the extra mess. And then for whatever reason, this lady decides it's going to be a good idea to turn at the police, or at the not the, at the police, turn at the ICE agents and then drive her car towards them, not try to turn by them. She wasn't trying to turn away from them, because if she was trying to turn away from them, she would have turned left. She would have turned her wheel to the left, and she would have missed those ICE agents, because the ICE agents ran to the left of them for their left, so to the right of her. So if she had went left, she would have missed them. But no, she went right towards them, and then they shot her. But you got all these people out here protesting with partial information or whole lies, trying to tell everybody else what happened when they know they're lying about what happened. So what do you think people are going to do with that information? What do you think people are going to do with that information? You know, people got so mad about her getting shot by ICE agent. I don't know about you, but if somebody's trying to run over me with a car and I have a gun in my hand or on my hip in my holster, I'm pulling that mug out before they get to me and doing something. I'm letting some shots ring out, even if I go to jail that day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna run over me with your car. That's just not gonna happen. And the fact that people think that that should have happened is crazy to me. Like what? Like what if that was you? What if you were standing out there, protesting or whatever, right? And somebody pulls up with their car and just tries to hit you. Nobody else in the crowd, they see you and they go, okay, well, I'm gonna try and take that person out. How would you feel? What do you think? What do you think the news would report on that? What do you think the crowd would say? Hmm? Yeah, exactly. And in that particular instance, the crowd would be correct, you know? But let the script flip and the crowd be the ones with the vehicular control, and they always trying to hit somebody. They ain't got no business hitting when they trying to leave. Quote unquote leave. Ugh. Oh me. Because they're inside the freaking thing bouncing around like crazy. I like this idea of people thinking that we faked going to the moon. I like that. It's pretty funny. It makes me laugh every time I hear it because I'm like, okay, we fake going to the moon, huh? That's what you think. Okay. If we fake going to the moon, then how do we know how fast the Earth spins in relative motion to astronauts that are in space? Like the ones that got stuck in space for X amount of time. I forget how long it was, but I think it was like a few extra months. They got stuck in outer space. And like on Earth, 3 months passed. But for them it was like 2 weeks. No, 3 weeks. Their clocks showed, like, obviously they have the astronauts have military watches. It showed 3 weeks in the past for everybody that was on that was everybody that was out there. So that means they aged 3 weeks slower, but due to zero gravity and not having gravity on your muscles, which activates your muscle growth and keeps your muscles, well, active and functional. It's kind of like sitting in a pool, you know what I'm saying? Imagine sitting in a pool for 3 weeks. What do you think would happen to the muscles in your arms and legs? A lot of them would atrophy if you didn't have to, you know what I'm saying, keep floating, keep buoyant above the water. Let's just say you could breathe water, right? And you went down there. Guess what? You're not coming back. You're not coming back the same way, my guy. Mm-hmm.
Watching entry suits.
It's great. Probably all the astronauts, they weren't even alive the last time this happened. Probably.
No, not as needed.
Isn't that crazy to think about?
Not really. When you think about it, it's not that crazy to think about that these astronauts wouldn't have been alive in 1953. Most of these astronauts would have been born about the same time we were born in the late 80s and early 90s. That's what most of these, that's what I would guess, right? Most astronauts nowadays would be in their mid 30s or early 30s, the late 20s, you know?
Meantime, mission specialist.
He said we're going live, but I got something to go do. Boom, 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 boom. The auto. He said 2-3 auto for nanny. Uh, uh, dun, dun.
13 minutes and 30 seconds of mission elapsed time. We're going to continue to follow the crew of the Artemis 2 mission. They are beginning the moon to verify the systems that will take us
To make sure the moon is still there. Yeah. Don't worry, we're not happening to it. Well, since we're going awesome.
Sure, their journey to the moon. Still milestones to come up as we await solar array.
Yeah, maybe it's still there.
It's a high Earth orbit around Earth where engines are fired to get us around the moon. We'll keep
That's a Nazi basis, yeah, true.
From here at Mission Control Houston. But for now, we're going to send it back to you, Megan and Nicole at Kennedy Space Center. Jealous to hear how
Holy shit, man.
over on the Space Coast.
The solar array rings open. What is that? Wow.
Too, as soon as the rocket lifted off, Nicole, you had tears in your eyes, I had tears in my eyes, and we had all these people around us cheering. It was amazing.
That's nice.
It was a beautiful launch. You know, we've got 4 friends and family members headed to the moon. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, how does that make you feel as someone who, is an astronaut as well, but also has a best friend?
Yeah, so proud. You know, I
Yeah.
describe this kind of event and the pride, love. So
Only 5 miles per second? That's pretty bad.
breaking some barriers.
Like,
Hopefully, you know,
that's,
Gary just said they've got a long day ahead.
that's like all the way to Wendy's.
Sure.
God damn. That's really fast.
Maybe.
Wow. And think about that. Yeah. So speaking of Ramadan, yeah, I know.
Great start to what could be all of these milestones.
Okay, radiation belt 1 to 2 hours is also a big deal.
Yeah, how do
Yeah,
you
I didn't see that at all.
beautiful shots we were covering of course, the rocket, of course, the Earth falling away.
Is that right?
The tourist sense, but also some of those crowd shots where we saw young and old.
Yeah, that's insane.
This history making.
And we're going back to the moon for all, and we saw that today. We saw that in all the crowds. And yeah, you guys just saw that view, the
Yeah, seeing people on the moon again, I think would be crazy.
rest of the Earth, and you can see the sun.
And it's happening in 2028. That's what people said. It's in 2028.
Can't wait to see what they're looking at. About 5 or 6 days.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people are like, I'm surprised this launched on the first try because like any little thing.
Wow.
Keeping safety in mind.
There's a minor delay.
We were ready to go, but we were ready to go, and I think it surprised a lot of people.
Yeah.
What was surprised on this Monday evening?
It did, and it kind of surprised me as well. But, it's just a testament to the team here that has been working so
Well, I mean, you got one thing to do. Just do one thing.
fix those things.
We just, it is right. I mean, to launch a rocket, you have to do one thing. There's so many things inside that one thing that you have to do that it can turn out bad. Let's put it like that. You can go kaboom. Too much fuel or a loose connector somewhere, you could just go kaboom with that much rocket fuel. And no, they're not. Artemis 2 is not going to land on the moon. We wish, but they're not. I thought they were going to do a moon mission, but they're just doing an orbit mission to see how much fuel that it takes to get there, and then they're coming right back. That's what I heard anyway. Actually, they should be landing here sometime soon.
This is the flight control teams that took us through assets.
This is the balance. Oh, this is ground control, FAO. I don't know what there's another.
As you see,
NPO.
it's a mission elapsed time.
Booster.
The Orion spacecraft integrity and the interim cryogenic propulsion system are maneuvering tail.
You know what's crazy? I'm sitting here looking at the control stations, and for the mission control center, and I'm seeing people from like 5 different nations. I see Chinese, I see Japanese, I see Korean. I see obviously a lot of American, and there's a squad from India. Yo, that's cool. That's cool, bro. This does look like Mission Control looks like Star Rail, bro. Like the game, the way Mission Control is set up is the same way they set up the menu for Star Rail for Honkai.
They'll do, yes.
Deploy is a critical milestone to have our coverage.
I can't see now.
Successful launch is just the beginning. The solar arrays and successful combination of those solar arrays. There's one thing left to do.
The winner, Savant.
Don't give it this.
Look at this.
You started your business to spend time in Zero, not therapy. That's why we offer business checking, payments, and lending all in one place. You're good at business, we're good at
I got skin outbreak.
What is up, 1320 fans? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to Cletus's all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive shootout. They've done a few of these things, and it's one of our favorite races of the year. It's just one class, 32 cars, 16 cars per side. They're battling out for $43,000. There's 46 tested yesterday, $500 test day, plus all the money on top. Everything combined, $43,000 is going to the winner today. Like I said, 16 cars per side. A lot of trucks and all-wheel drive.
All right.
A lot of cars you guys recognize from the last race, and there are some new guys as well. I'm going to talk to Cletus in a little bit, and after that, we're going straight to racing action, guys. So stay tuned. This is going to be one of our favorite races of the year. All-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive. Who do you guys got? Let's get at it.
We had 46 test matches today. So winner going home with $43,000 cash today. Oh, that's good one. Honestly, if you don't throw the money, you won't be invited back. It's up to you how much to throw. Other than that, I think you got so much coming back for another one of these. We're still planning on doing another one near FL 2K. We'll announce more about that later, but appreciate so many of you guys making the drive out here today. Get this off, and it should be a lot of fun. All right, no other questions. Where's Manny at? Sure. Doing a team bet? Come on up.
Quiet today, man.
It's too early. You all right?
I thought she would have been gold there. Oh, that works. It's my speed, power, and stamina all level 2. Dang, bro. Y'all all keep going to power. She just staying there. She's like, I ain't leaving. I ain't leaving.
Don't cry.
It's 3 rules. Don't jump. Don't cry. He said he got 3 rules. Don't jump. Don't cross the line. And don't cry if you lose. That's what I'm talking about. That's what we need to bring back. Attitude like that. You crossed the line, you lost, bro. That's it. Ain't no running backs. Ain't no boo hoo hoo and no. You lost your money. That's it. Bye. Move to the side. Did they really just stay in the same position? Fine.
Seven and nine, something like that. It was very fun. The finals was all the drivers real drive.
That's what we wanted the whole time.
It was great.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Is that what we're hoping for? Just that we just wanted to go, or you guys wanted mop? What are you trying to do?
me, like that was a sign that the rules were right.
Okay.
You know, like they made it to the finals like that. So we left everything the same just to see what happens again. You know, we know that they have faster cars. You know, Joey and Brian told us their times. No, none of us ran as fast as they did, but they left the race at the light. You know, they lost just to the tree.
Yeah.
So
A lot of guys left last night. A lot of guys.
literally, we got kind of lucky at some of that stuff. So I'll just have to see how it plays out.
All right, man. Well, again, thanks for letting us come out. Of course. Good luck today. You drive a Gator, right? Big Gator. Big Gator. Good luck with Big Gator.
Hey, coming down, bound to get flipped around, ready to go. That's Cletus in the tail trucks go against the white Vega. They called him out the first round. I know the tail truck's pretty quick. I don't know anything about the Vega, so we'll see what he's got for him.
I would have liked to see Dale Earnhardt race a Craftsman truck, racing the Craftsman Truck Series. I would have liked to see that. I think Dale Earnhardt would have wrecked everybody. Cause I'm pretty sure Earnhardt had a truck like as his daily driver. I'm pretty sure. I think Earnhardt Jr. said something about it one time on one of his podcasts. I think his dad had a normal work truck for the longest. His name's Aaron. Look at that. That's so annoying. I could train. Shoo. Left lane one. What you talking about?
Representing all-wheel drive, full cyclone here. Last time, Beto on the gas, those boys brought a Coyote-powered cyclone. I don't think this was Coyote. Thing does look like a new unit, though. Representing rear-wheel drive, we have the dually Mustang. This is Rock Apple coming at you guys. All right, reminder, guys, I'm pretty sure both dually Mustangs last time got knocked out first round. Right now, probably has a few more passes on this setup. Probably has a little more figured out. Let's see who's got against the Cyclone here first round. Woo, fun apple. Ooh, next there we got Lil OJ. I think it's Willie Dynamite representing real drive. Before we get to that pass, did you guys know we sent people to the moon yesterday? Here in Florida.
Yeah.
Here in town. And here's
I just watched that launch.
Check it out.
The Artemis launch. Yeah.
For extreme forces.
I was at work though. During the launch, the actual launch, I was at work. When I got off, it was doing the post takeoff like separation to the let go of the tanks. That's when I started watching. I was like, dang, I missed the launch. And then I went back and watched it today on Asmongold's channel, and I had just missed the launch by like 10 minutes. I missed the launch by 10 minutes. Damn. I was gonna get home, try to stream it, but my job did not care. They was like, "Yeah, you're gonna get off when you get off." I didn't get off till 6.
13, 20 videos. Next giveaway car.
Ooh.
Our Neo6 and it would be yours. Hit that link in the description below. Go shopping. And we're going to make racing right now. Big block. Big block F-150. No Coyote. Big block F-150.
Got some vitamin help there.
Normally kind of, let's say a big block, a little check. This thing is a bad. Lily Dynamite though went round last time.
I wonder if let's see if I can get my weight high enough early enough and to give me like weight training weights. Let's see. Because I firmly believe those don't exist.
That sucks. I think that's 2 years, 2 times in a row.
I think everybody's wit would be higher if they did exist. You know what I mean? I mean, I know they're going to put them in the game at some point along with other items. I just, why would they not put the, why would they put the training ankle weights for all the other stats that you can get except for wit? They can wear weights on their wrists while they're in class. That can make their arms stronger. You know what I'm saying? Everything can be training. It just depends on your perspective and if you actually want to get better or not. Brother, if you don't win this race, all right, look here. You need to win this race.
2 trucks. 2 trucks. Getting dear Lord. This is competitive. We're at 2-2 right now. Not bad. Not bad. That's right, guys. Representing rear-wheel drive, we have a Fox Buddy with not an LS in it.
With not an LS.
Representing all-wheel drive, we have the Duck. Looks like he's got a butthurt bar on. Three trucks on the right. Looks like the Mustang was blowing them off most of the time. But the truck started blowing them off too, like halfway down the pass. Dang. All right. Next pair, representing rear-wheel drive, we have this blue-gray Fox body going up against the TRC F-150. What's up, Bobby? And what's set up on the F-150? What do we got?
So it's my daily driver work truck, makes 1,700 plus horsepower. We got it cranked all the way up today, probably 1,900. Oh, it's full weight other than front rear bumper, tailgate.
Oh, that's it. All right.
Run next to a gunfight. So.
Very nice.
Oh, damn, that truck can move. Oh, that truck can move, bro. That's his daily driver.
So, what's going on with TRC F-150 there? Making all the power at 1,900 plus horsepower. That Fox body is super, super consistent. A to B pass. Took home the win on that one. All right, guys. We are tied up 3-3. 3 all-wheel drive, 3 rear-wheel drive. Up next, representing all-wheel drive, we have this Coyote Direct F-150 over here. Representing rear-wheel drive, we have Mr. Ryan Mitchell. He's got a new wing on it on the front. One fact for the Ryan Mitchell, he's been here 2 times, I think. He has lost the first round 2 times. He has never won in this race that I know of. Hotels and resorts.
He finally gets out of round one. That's what's up. Ryan Mitchell.
Barney Street Remote. I would choose 20 hotel brands. Yes,
Nature made. You take care of them, we'll take care of you.
Hair hit its breaking point? Anti-Curly Miracles formulas are infused with a provitamin complex, plus powerful ingredients like biotin and collagen to repair weak inner hair bonds without the $60 price tag. Give your hair a comeback story with Pantene.
Snap your W-2 and file your taxes 100% free, plus get your biggest refund. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple Form 1040 returns only. No schedule.
That is first round win here? Ever, right?
Radio races, backpack racing, sand trap racing.
It's a pretty far drive from Kansas City to Florida to lose first round. He's done it twice now. Now he can stick her up for at least third round. Coda mentions these are two brand new cars for this year. By that, I mean brand new cars at this race. We have a Coyote third gen. 5.2 Coyote third gen, which is weird. It's a Coyote, right? That's weird. I like it though. Weird. Then we got the Sheepy R8. What kind of power is the R8 making? Well, all right, that's fair. Compliment. Okay, awesome. Where'd you find a Coyote third gen to come represent you boys?
Kansas City, actually. This guy bought it from a guy that I helped out. And
Gotcha. It's a unique set. It's pretty quick.
yeah,
All right, all right.
that's why it's on team wheel drive. Right?
I have to ask every time. I don't know.
You have to ask.
Well, you're 4-3 right now, right? 4-3.
4-3. Come on, Fred.
It's the first time you guys have been up. Okay.
I think last time we might
Okay.
have been. Hey, well, like, keep that. I know.
We're just here. Oh, good. Let's go, baby. That was quite the jump right there. That was a big jump.
Now, I like to look at it from both sides of the fence here. That's the weird transmission thing.
Right.
They got us.
He's got
If they go on the light, they're way late.
They got
so.
guess. He did guess a little early though.
We've got this test man for oh, right away here.
It's the right way. Truck was hopping all over the place. Dear Lord. All right, left lane gonna take home the win on that one. Move on the next round. All right, wait, it's 6-4? 6-3? What is it now? 6-3? Rear wheel drive? It's really whoa, buddy! Up next, representing all-wheel drive, we have one of the baddest diesel trucks on the planet, Crazy Horse. And representing rear-wheel drive, we have Little Earl from the Colorado. Like I said earlier, guys, Nathan posted some hits that he made yesterday during testing. Crazy Horse was on one yesterday. Quick attention. Really good hit. Fast up the hole, super fast out back. A little early, no flop. Let's see what he's got again. Look at that. Damn, Crazy Horse by a few on that one. Couple buses, they said. That thing is moving. That's the quickest I think I've ever seen a truck move. Representing all-wheel drive, we have a Midnight Performance built F-150. I don't know if we've seen him before. Don't know if he was here last time. And then representing rear-wheel drive, we have the C5 Corvette with no front end. You guys remember it from last time. Real quick part, but I remember it blew up like three-quarter track, and it did not take home the win first round. So let's see what he can do this time. Hopefully keep it clean. C5. That C5 sound healthy. Like I said last time, he looked really good on the three-quarter track. The motor popped. So I think we keep together. Might have this one. There we go. That's a win. Is that 7 and 3? That's 7 and 3.
I can't count that many.
Well, I think you just said 8-4.
I don't remember.
What kind of pep talk can you give the guys after this round?
I'm not quiet.
Representing rear-wheel drive is its wide-body LS twin turbo 240 from Canada. In a few places, and we saw it last time. Then, representing all-wheel drive on this pair, we have the King Ranch. King Ranch is a velocity-built pickup. F-150, Coyote, Twins, Instant. King Ranch. Oh my God. Yeah. One truck, King Ranch. Dang. Hey, King Ranch. Freaking running out there. Representing rear-wheel drive. They're a little somber right now. And I wasn't really talkative. They're kind of getting beat up right now. Representing all-wheel drive, we have Gator. Now, there's a great truck on the right. I think that's big Gators. But representing rear-wheel drive, we have Shurley. From Denver, North Carolina, Mark Denver crew. Fast car. There was a dually last time. Single wheel this time. It's fast. Who you got?
Oh, he got him. North Carolina. North Carolina.
Charles in charge of the Mustang by 2 whole cars. There's a Coyote powered third gen. Coyote's in third gen is a big thing, apparently. It's giant big max with a 4 motor in it. Only this brand there called Hanover. Representing all-wheel drive, the most savage that was El Ringo. Speedy right there. That thing, I'm gonna predict it would go around, but I've been so wrong with these things over the past designs for companies. It's ridiculous. Off the day so far. Come on!
No way.
There was no jump on that, right? No jump? Ghetto bird, face home to win. So you guys had a Chevy 2 that popped yesterday?
Literally engine in hand.
Like the crank was on the ground.
Scraping the ground.
So this is your alternate right here? What do we got?
Now, this guy was an alternate last time, so he's got some data. You know, made an okay run last event, and we're hoping to get a better run here, but he didn't have a chance to test yesterday because I had to call him after the fact. So,
And then he's racing this big gator?
I don't know what they call this one, but this is the Chroma truck with a big blow.
Oh, this has got a big block. Gotcha. All right. Last pair of first round. We have the alternate box fight. It was alternate this morning. Fox fighting with an alternate. After the 72 blew up, Joey hit him up. He came down here. He's here today. He's racing, I want to say this is Big Dave in the left lane. Looks like that green.
No, bro. If he had got that test hit, he probably would have beat that truck. Just a little bit of tuning, he would have beat that truck.
Sorry, it's 6-5. 6-5. That's flip flop last time. Right. Okay, you a little nervous or no?
We actually made a whole plan to give them some hope.
Oh, that's you guys are doing it. This is a charity. It's a charity round.
Like Randy, like, throw it away.
Right.
Let him have it.
Of course.
Nice people, you know. Round 2, we're gonna crush them.
Gotcha.
But don't tell you how it's playing.
No, it's not the last pair. We have one more pair. My bad. All right, guys, for our last and final pair, first round. This one's the last final pair. My bad. We have the Kraken in the left lane representing rear-wheel drive. We've got the Gray Velocity build. That's what they'll be representing. Now. Oh, they got to look at it. Right now. Velocity got that one by half a truck, and that's going to go ahead and do it for first round here. I think, what is it? What is that? 10 and 6? 10 and 6? 9 and 7? Oh, good. Hang on, let me ask Reese. Reese got the notes. Reese, what's that at? 9 and 7? 9 and 7! Rear wheel drive, putting up a good fight this time. This is the first time they've been up after first round. 9 and 7 for rear wheel drive. Let's go talk to a few racers. We're back here for round 2 here in about 30 minutes. Let's check in with Ryan Mitchell and see how it feels to finally win one of these. Like, I'll race here. Hey, so congratulations. Not a first round up, right? Finally. Okay. So one thing, I didn't talk to any racers beforehand, but I did see you have an extra wing on the front, and I heard it has an acronym. Yeah, it's called the Grounded Aerodynamic Yoke. Okay, and that's short for short. G-A-Y. It's gay. Okay, so you got a gay wing on the front, and then we got the LS and the CAS system. Yeah, but it's a different LS. Oh, how big's this one? This is smaller. This is a 388. 388. I hate this motor. Why? It's been so slow, but it actually showed up that time.
I was about to say, well, it just won your first,
I know.
your first race of this thing. So, who you got?
No idea.
Okay.
I know you guys. I do know you guys are up right now, which is the first time rear-wheel drive's ever been up after first round. So, congratulations.
Thank you.
Yeah, 9 and 7, I think you guys are. Oh, chip drum? You gotta talk with me the crazy question, but truck's looking fast, buddy.
Yes, sir. How you doing?
Real fast. The passes I saw you post from yesterday, and then right up. Oh, thank you, sir. What's this off here? Silver truck. TRC game. Okay. What changes did you make? It's just getting it more lined out.
But yeah, but it's got a different motor in it. I mean, it's the same, but it's a different builder.
Okay.
And so it's a little different power curve.
Is it making more power or just
It is.
power in different levels, different places?
It's making more power overall.
How much power is this thing making? Because you got
56 miles an hour so far.
whatever that's good for with how much weight that thing is.
Yeah, exactly. 4,200 pounds.
Jesus Christ. Okay. That thing literally, when it leaves like that, that truck shouldn't do what that thing does. And you're the only one doing stuff with a diesel like that. It's amazing what you're doing.
Yes.
So you don't know what you
I
got.
don't know. We're going to chip drawer.
Gotcha.
Yes, sir.
You're looking fat though.
Thank you, Fred.
Yeah.
And happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy. All right, so what you're going to do is you're going to go up there and you're going to draw another chip for the second round. Is that what we do? Yeah. You've done this before. You've won several races, but they do the same thing here. Okay, I know. I've never seen this part. Yeah, rear wheel drive. Wait.
You don't have to settle for just one delicious dish at Olive Garden. Buy one, take one is here, starting at just $14.99, but only for a limited time. So hurry in and enjoy the favorites you crave today, and take another home for tomorrow.
Whenever heartburn strikes, get fast relief with Tums.
Must be the suffering, bro. Ow.
New to pour counts as spring cleaning. I don't make the rules. I just enforce them.
Freshen up your space at Kohl's with pops of color, soft towels, and more. Plus, get 15% off across the store at Kohl's and Kohls.com.
How's it going? Got the dually working.
Yes, sir.
Get a little more testing with it, or let's bring it back. Four tracks better than no track?
Hard to give up after one outage.
That's fair. But did you do a little more testing? You got to figure it out. Gotcha. Well, it's pretty good first round. Who'd you just drop for second round?
Great close.
Oh, that'll be
I'm excited.
If you take him out, I don't think there's anything else stopping you, dude.
I'm excited about this thing.
Oh yeah. All right. Do this thing next round. Good luck to you.
Thanks, buddy. You want the green one?
Huh? See what the green one?
Yeah.
What's this one? Okay, I thought for some reason when I heard Gator, I thought the green one was Gator. Silver one's Gator. What's this one?
Plan B.
This is Plan B. Okay. Gotcha. All right. What's this one?
Big block Chevy?
Big block, so it's like a little OJ?
Yeah.
Same setup?
Yeah.
Gotcha. How big's the big block then?
5
Big enough, right?
Yeah.
There you go. What's the rest? Twin?
198.
Gotcha. You guys just get this thing done? Or?
Yeah, I mean, we just got it done a month ago, testing and everything else. So, well, midnight, when I put it all together.
Is this your first race with it?
Yeah, this is the first ever.
How was your first day on the truck? Period.
Good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right. You guys make any changes? So you could go a little quicker? What are you thinking?
Oh, we hit it. All right. I was worried about that.
All right.
We take risks. With no risk comes no reward.
All right, sorry guys. This is Plan B. I was putting it on. Gator's the silver one, and I believe Gator is the one that James Paul.
I say, should I practice? Should I train here and race there? No.
Okay. Okay, we figured out, but it's showing some.
I'm not going to try that. I wish I could. That put my speed in a real good place for these stats.
You rolled up, and then 3 pairs later, another third with another coyote. You rolled up, what the hell is this? So this one looks pretty well built. What do we got going on? Is it a 5 or 5-2? What do we look at? It's a color is it? I don't know. Sure, that's where.
Well, I can understand why people will take a Coyote 5.0 or 5.2 and put it in like a Fox body or a Camaro. You know what I'm saying? Like an old school Camaro body. I could see that. And the reason being is I know the Z, what is it? What is the Camaro? The Z28 or whatever that Camaro is. I forget the number. Dang it. I like those Camaros too. That's the messed up part. But they're extremely light. So if you take a Coyote 5.0 and put it in that thing, holy moly. And they're inexpensive to find, especially around North Carolina. The Camaro, the old school Camaros, the Fox bodies. You can still find Fox bodies around here. You have to pay a little. You have to pay a penny for them though, but nowhere near as much as other states. I'll tell you that much. You know, they should create. NASCAR should have a league below ARCA and above the modified cars that are like they call them in iRacing. They call them moon cars, but it'd be something like a moon car racing league, except for instead of the normal moon cars that you see on iRacing, that'd be like Camaro Z28s and Fox bodies and whatever the yeah, it'd be those two. I like that, and have them race on the oval, bro. That'd be a crazy race to watch. Just imagine seeing that Fox bodies and Camaros racing around Charlotte at as fast as they could. I don't know about 200 miles per hour, but as fast as they could. That creates a whole new race dynamic. It'd be different aerodynamics. It'd be different. They would have to. Everybody would have to race different. It'd be a good race. Freedom Factory. You should do that. I mean, they do it with the Crown Vics, so why not? You know, the Crown Vics can get up to 187 miles per hour on Charlotte Motor Speedway. Cletus and his crew done proved that. Drafting each other, they can get up to 187 miles per hour. That's without downforce applications and body parts. That's without spoilers or none of that. 187 without crashing out. Now imagine if they actually had some downforce applications to those cars, some body kits. You know, those Crown Vics probably get up to 195. I would say. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, go look up Cletus McFarland races at Charlotte Motor Speedway, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a good video. It's a good watch. It's like I watched him back when he drag raced. Because like back then I was watching Street Outlaws a whole lot. So I was real familiar with the 405 and uh the NOLA guys and the Cali guys and the Texas guys and the Carolina guys and the South Carolina guys. Like I was familiar with all those guys. And then there was Cletus. And I was like, the whole time I was like, why hasn't Cletus jumped into one of these cash days events and raced, and then like probably a month later, they release a episode where Cletus jumped in the Cash Days event. He didn't win. I think he got to round 3, but he didn't win though. He didn't come close. He still did good though. The only reason he didn't win is because like all the cars that were left that he was racing against, they were all like super modified, like street stock. Like they were all funny cars essentially with stock bodies put on top of them instead of funny car bodies. It's pretty much what you had. Something's up with the Corvette. The vet dropped. I need some speed.
Just lost. Literally just lost the CHCO6 giveaway. It's the badge. It's the badge. This is part of the shirt club. It's our blueprint. We've got this on the front, and we'll have when you get a shot from the back. You can get this one available again. Look that link description below. Go shopping. Get your entry. 5 entries for every $1 right now. Go get your entry. Go into the Z06. All right, time for the race.
God dang.
Four cars for Ghetto Bird. 4 cars for Ghetto Bird. Sorry, two cars. Two cars. Final lot still. 2 cars for Ghetto Bird. Taking home the win moving on to the next round. Made it look good on that one. That thing just booked it. All right, guys, we are 3 and 2 right now. 3 for all-wheel drive, 2.
Ghetto Bird out there hooking and booking. Talking about, oh, I hate this motor. It's not as powerful as the other one that I had in here that I blew up. I'm like, yeah, that's probably a good thing, bro. Because, I mean, look, a lot of power in drag racing is nice, and it can be a good thing, but it can also be a very bad thing. The right amount of power is for your car type and your build setup is what you need. More power don't mean you're gonna win, is what I'm saying. If you have a better setup than the other guy, but the other guy has more power, you're gonna win with less power. So essentially, if let's say you have less power, but your car hooks faster and is able to put that power to the ground, and the other guy has more power, which causes them to spin off the line a little bit. Guess what? You're probably going to win that race by a length, maybe a half a length. You know what I'm saying? A half a length to a length. In most cases, unless you just eat. You know what I'm saying? Unless you just eat rocks all the way down through there, you just eat crap. See, there's nothing down there, huh? I need corner recovery and Twin Maestro, but wait, I don't have the cards for Twin Maestro. Yeah, I didn't put rice shower right there. Crap.
That's the worst thing we've ever done. Oh, what the?
Huh.
Made with only 9 ingredients and without aluminum or silicone.
It's native.
Yeah, never play that. Never play that game with your spouse. It's the worst thing I ever did was blank. Don't play that game with your spouse. Because they're gonna be like, what the Nope. I don't even know what the worst thing I ever did was. Like when I think about it, I don't really have a worst thing I ever did to somebody situation that I can think of. Like there was no situation where I abandoned somebody and they got in trouble by the police or got jumped or something like that. There was never a situation where I was there, I caused something to happen and somebody got hurt or something like that. Like I don't have any memories of things like that. Not because I don't remember doing them. I don't think I ever did. Usually, if something happened, I just sat there and watched. I didn't cause something to happen. It just happened, and I just happened to watch it happen.
4-3 right now. We got one pair left in the second round. We got Willie Dynamite in the right foot. We got Plan B in the left foot. Willie Dynamite taking home the win for the final pair in second round. Hell yeah. Dang, that puts us at 4-4. We are completely even going into the third round. This is what we wanted to see the whole time. Past couple times we've been here, we wanted to see competitive races just like this. It is half and half, and we'll see, hopefully, all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive continuing on for the finals. Check in with driver Willie Dynamite. Is Team Denver going to take this thing to the finals? Well, we're going to try. So, I mean, part of the hitters are out, I think, but it's still a tough race. So,
Because even if we get through all-wheel drive, you still got all the rear-wheel drive.
right. So, you make that look good against that truck.
You have a little good balance. No, that's his normal.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, whoa. That's a normal run for Willie Dynamite.
Did you get to the semifinals or finals? Finals last time. That's what I thought.
Our King race the final day.
Yeah. Make it look easy, but you're lucky next round. So I gotta say, after 2 rounds, I got 4-4. I make it really interesting for us. I love it. How's the Dale truck feeling?
My truck's been on PPs.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. Gonna spice it up a little bit, like where it's at.
We're getting clouds over, it's looking really good. So,
All right. Oh yeah. And I don't know if I need to remind you, Willie Dynamite did go to the finals last time.
I know. That's why I called him out.
Oh, there you go.
That happened again.
All right, I think we just said going into the third round, since we had 4-4, we were going to try to keep it rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive. I think that's what they've done. First pair for third round. This is your quarterfinals right now, guys. We have Charles in the left lane representing rear-wheel drive. Representing all-wheel drive into the right lane, we have the Duck. 2.5 Charles. 2.5 cars for Charles. Charles is in charge right now.
That Karma, or was that just they were slow, or which one?
Oh, I don't. That's your call. You're the team captain.
I believe in Karma.
Okay. Up and then, representing rear-wheel drive, we have the Ghetto Burst. This is the Coyote Power Thursday. 1 of 2 here today, which is wild to say.
hit the left lane, we're sending all-wheel drive. We have great. It's a bad unit, you guys know Crazy Horse. This is going to be a good race.
Trucks for Crazy Horse. Two trucks for Crazy Horse. Yeah, that's what he said. That's what he said. Wow, that was a lot closer. Was a lot closer than that. Crazy Horse.
It's because it's because Crazy Horse fell behind and came back around him.
Okay, all right. Defending champ.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he just keeps getting faster. He's faster now. He said he's already been faster this year than he was last year.
Well, that's the name of the game.
It is. It is. It is.
Ah! Stop it! This terrible RNG is killing me, bro. It's killing me.
Defending champ moves on to the semifinals. Now, I believe your last pair of the quarterfinals coming up. We've got the Dale truck going against the Fox Body, Mr. Willie Dow. Dynamite. Yeah, car and a half for Willie Dynamite. If my tally is right, we are still at 2-2. We're still 50-50. This is ridiculous.
Are we 2-2?
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's not what see it.
It's all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive here on out.
All right, guys, that's going to do it for our quarterfinals. Moving to semifinals next, and we are 2-2. 2 all-wheel drive, 2 rear-wheel drive. Hopefully, just keep this on going. This is the most entertaining this has been because two years ago it was 11-5. Last time it was 9-7. This time, first round again 9-7, but it's getting closer and closer. This is awesome. Sorry, I got 4 racers left, so I'm going to try to check in with 4 racers going into the semifinals. So with Mr. Crazy Horse, so check in with Nathan, see what his plan is, see how the trucks goes.
Oh, you left. I said, oh, no.
Yeah. Oh. So okay, all right.
That's why I win.
Yeah. Okay. I think your truck's just fast. That's why you think. All right, you guys not wrong there. Yeah. Are they still trying to do rear-wheel drive, all-wheel drive? Because we still 2-2.
Oh, we're still 2-2?
Yeah.
So I think so. I think Fleet's like doing like a ladder thing.
Okay.
But I'm not sure.
Okay. And how was the truck on this last pass? Obviously fast.
Great.
Was that a PB or not?
Timed it.
Okay.
So,
Perfect. Yeah, great. Gotcha. Is the truck getting better or worse? It's getting hot out.
it's getting hot out, but I keep going faster for some reason. So,
Okay.
starting line's sticky, but I'm not really doing anything to the tune.
You just got to run it.
I'm messing with the transmission, might get shipped a little more perfectly, which helps.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. I just want to check in. Good luck to you.
Sir.
Try to get this look easy. I don't know about easy,
But doing this like last time, you're like, I'm just consistent. And then you were consistently all the way to the finals last time.
but
So, but also, Team Denver is representing real guys again.
yes,
You guys, you and Charles versus
Yeah, Team North Carolina in the finals or semifinals.
defending champion. So
You just gonna leave it alone? How did you feel on that?
we good. What I wanted to do is look at data, see if there's anyone improved, or I'll play it safe somewhere and chip away at it.
Well, good luck to you in the semifinals. I think they're still going to try to do you guys rear-wheel drive versus all-wheel drive if they can. So,
Well, it should be if it's me and him, and there's a 4 left.
yeah, it's you and Charles, Crazy Horse.
Well, I'm on a bracket now, so I think that's how it will fall out.
All right.
I think
Oh yeah.
bracket sets it up to be all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive.
Awesome. All right. We'll see. Good luck. Appreciate it. Oh yeah. You're not going to touch it, are you? Just going to leave it alone. See what happens. Dude, this thing is fast. It's faster than it was before. You're just leaving it alone. Dude, this thing's consistent. I like it. But you're just gonna.
Depending on if I haven't had anybody in front of me, so I've been waiting just for Brad Knight to scramble one.
Well, you haven't even tried scramble a single time. This thing is on one. Is it any lighter, or is it just making more power, or is
It's the exact same. It's like exactly the same way. Like even the shock setting. Like since last race on October,
Yeah.
they have not been touched.
really?
Nothing the same.
It's just working. Oh yeah, dude. Well, love it. Don't touch it. It's working. And good luck with semifinals. Oh yeah. Have a good one, Charles.
Hanging in there.
Into the semifinals.
Oh yeah,
Not bad. Representing Team Denver pretty well for rear-wheel drive.
yeah.
Just two of you guys left, and it's both Team Denver.
Well, it works out that way sometimes.
Not bad. Not bad.
We'll try and take both to the finals.
Anything new on the car we should know about?
Those things, we're looking at data log 2024. You know, that's the best thing about these cars is that they've got data.
That's what he just said. I asked him, I was like, you think the key to Team Denver is you guys just have more passes, more data? He said, I think we race more, but also we don't change our setups every weekend.
No, you can't. You got to pick something you like and do it right the first time and keep building off of it.
There you go. Well, congrats on making the semifinals. Let's see what you guys got. Good luck. All right, guys. We're in the semifinals of all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive. And we're continuing on with the theme. We have all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive in both pairs coming at you. First pair for the semifinals. We have Charles and Houdini going up against Crazy Horse. This is an epic semifinals. This could be a final, but the next pair is just as crazy. Willie Dynamite and the King Ranch. Both of these races could be finals in themselves, but they're semifinals, that makes it that much cooler. I think we're going to get 1 and 1. We'll have one car from rear-wheel drive move on, one car from all-wheel drive move on. I'm sure these guys think maybe both rear-wheel drive, both all-wheel drive move on, but we'll see. Like for Crazy Horse. One truck. I don't know how they knew. Gotcha. One truck, one lane. Crazy Horse by one truck. Dear Horse. I know how fast Charles is, but that car is fast and it's consistent. It does amazingly well in this kind of circle. The fact that Crazy Horse just did that is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. 4,200-pound truck, diesel, doing this stuff is just crazy. All right, guys, in your second pairing for your semifinals, we have Willie Dynamite in the left lane over there. Up against King Wayne. Right.
Buy one, take one. You get a dish for today and tomorrow, starting at just $14.99. Razor bumps? And a shave with a touch of aloe. Venus Extra Smooth Sensitive. Time to start your business? It's time for Shopify. Designed with easy to customize themes. Sell everywhere people shop. And never miss a sale with the world's best converting checkout. See why millions of businesses sell with Shopify. Start your free trial today.
Hour and a half, we're really dynamite.
The Carolina guys going all the way to the finals. Let's go.
We have an all-wheel drive, virtual rear-wheel drive in the final. We have Crazy Horse one thing 2 years ago or two times ago, and then we have Willie Dynamite, who was in the finals last time. Very consistent card in the finals yet again. All right, so that's what we're looking at. Willie Dynamite. Go back to Crazy
Hey,
Horse.
drop our mood.
Super consistent.
Super training.
Finals last time, finals this time. It's fast. Go back to Crazy Horse, which is the craziest diesel truck that does this stuff, I think, on the planet. So let's go talk to him. So what you plan on doing? Changing anything for the finals? We'll bring you right back here to raise attention a little bit. Just keep doing it. Just keep doing it. Keep trying, man. Can't roll over now. All right. What are we changing? Anything? Well, it's fun.
Give me some more speed, please. Yeah.
Just look at the data. I think right now is where we were getting into later rounds last time. It started getting really greasy. Right. So this is what I thought throughout probably from round 3 on last time. So it means you have a tune-up for this year. I had a tune-up for this yesterday. That's what I shoot for. Perfect. All right. Yeah, I'm looking at data. If it looks right, I'll probably go back to that tune-up. That's fine.
It's like I could take this race and get the epitaph, or I can skip this race and get. I mean, I can take this race, get the epitaph, get 15 speed and 15 power, or I can take this training and get 38 speed and 16 power.
Team, but dog. That thing's been okay. The fact that Charles was out on him and he came around Charles 10-mile-an-hour faster than everybody else. It's wild. It's wild. All right, but
I will say this about
I'll
Jared.
skip it.
When he took off on the depth chart, I was late on the tree admittedly too, but he took off. I was not catching him at all, and I went 147. So I mean, I'm just estimating he's up there at the mile an hour.
right.
Bro,
Not the same mile an hour, but he might have to shortcut.
I'm taking this too. I don't. You know what?
This will be his second final. We won this thing, like I said. 2 of
I
these.
need the speed, bro. I need the speed. Like, I have to give up the epitaph. I gotta give up the epitaph, but I need the speed.
2 times ago, is that right? Yes. You're way faster than this guy. I am. We're a little faster. A little faster. What are we doing for the final? Do you touch anything? Is there powder out there? You're not touching too much. I don't think so. Have you grabbed the scramble at all? Yes. You have grabbed it? Yes, that last pass I got. Did you have to, or you did it for? I think I had to. Oh, wait, you came around Charles, didn't you? That's insane. The fact that he got you on the tree and then you came around him is the craziest part. Yeah, that's insane. Okay.
We're doing some crazy stuff. We're doing crazy stuff this round. I ain't never skipped those races. I just took those races no matter what. The shop ain't added nothing, so 30 energy. Was that 10 stem? Yeah. Okay, we needed that.
Willie Dynamite.
North Carolina wins it all, baby. Okay, we skipping Armor Keenan. This, oh man. It feels so weird to do that. It feels so weird to do that. Ugh, I don't like that. I know I didn't get that second epitaph, but that's, you know, it is what it is. Okay, I still got 2 racing cleats. I'm good. I know there's a third one right there, but it's fine. I would only got 35 energy and 7 wit. You know, energy's good. Let's do it. Wow. Those two really like working together, huh?
This is the baddest of the bad right here. You're the bad. You're next. Oh, they got fun. One of the single rows? Oh, yeah. Single rows. 43,000. That's correct. Now, I would ask you if you're going to make some updates to car spec, but I think your wife already said getting an RV. Well, I think that's what she said. That's an agreement. She's been on me on the RV. Right. And I told her, I said, we were supposed to, I said, only Costa Plan will figure it out, including South Bob. And you did it. Well, congratulations on that. Congratulations on the RV. Yeah. Congratulations, Team Denver. That was impressive, guys. All right, guys.
North Carolina out here, baby.
Shootout. Some of the best times comes all year. It's 32 cars. We get done in the afternoon, and some of the baddest cars and best racing we see all year. It puts on a damn good show. Shout out to the all-wheel drive guys. They put up a good fight all the way to the end. The fact that it was 9-7 and 4-4 and 2-2, that was amazing all day to see all-wheel drivers, rear-wheel drive, pretty much every single pack except for one. Shout out to Team Denver, Jared, who just won $43,000 in Willie Dynamite. Anyway, guys, that's going to go ahead and do it for us here at the all-wheel drive versus rear-wheel drive shootout. Thanks to Cletus for letting us come out and have a good time all day. Shout out to all the racers for putting on a good show for us all day. And if you guys are curious, how the hell did 1320 get figured out so damn quick? They literally filmed it today. That would be Stinson. That is why it sounds so fast. Stinson is our editor. They're in the
The kids are actually riding. What are they? Oh my God. Who got these kids riled up on the internet, man? In LA. What's happening?
Yes, Tugo. Yes, Tugo is an injectable prescription medicine that helps to.
Let's see what's going on in Los Angeles. See what's going on in Los Angeles. Teen takeovers. Oh, this is what they were talking about the other day. This is what they've been talking about all week. Like I've been seeing videos of like younger creators talking about doing team takeovers at different locations like malls, shopping centers, uh, Walmarts and McDonald's and stuff. But I was like, here we go again. I was like, I get showing up to a quote unquote takeover and it'd be like, you know, just like a dance party. I get it. Or just everybody showing up and everybody hanging out. I get that. The problem is with a lot of young African Americans, young black men and women in America right now is when you get a lot of them together, they act like they don't have common sense. They act like they weren't taught anything at home. So they act like their favorite content creator out in public. And then it turns into a giant riot. That's yeah, that's what that is. So when I say I got black fatigue, that's what I mean. Like those type of individuals. It's just annoying. Like I don't know. I think it's just annoying to us because we had the same type of problem in our generation with a small sect of our generation, and I think that just kind of trickled over into the next generation, which is happening right now. So I guess we're to blame for it.
The ones in power. Why don't the Republicans just go and send people in and get rid of this? And put the FBI on figuring out who the main people who are making and organizing this, and then put them up on charges for like inciting a riot.
Because that'd be too easy.
Like, how do you blame Democrats? This is the Republicans' fault.
It'd be too easy.
Because if you have the gun in their hand and you don't pull the trigger, that's your fault. They're not pulling the trigger.
Society from all different vantage points, from a policy standpoint to the narrative around policing, also culturally as well. I mean, you look at the policing angle, all the soft on crime stuff that Democrats have pushed, the elimination of cash bail, abolishing the police, and then you get to culturally.
You really think that they can't figure out something to do? You really think they can't figure out a single thing?
With welfare, incentivizing single-family homes, punishing marriage as well. You look at the breakdown of God, of mocking God as well, mocking the family unit. And then you look at the narrative around policing. You can go back to Michael Brown, hands up, don't shoot. President Obama pushed that. He said it was a breakdown of the policing and really blamed the police throughout the era. You look at Kamala Harris. She went and told Jacob Blake in Wisconsin that
They're just everywhere, bro. Why are there so many? Why are there so many teenagers, bro? Like, do they not have anything to do? And it's not. Wow. It's okay. It's not black teenagers. This is just all teenagers. Holy crap! There's like there's at least 300 of teenagers out there, bro. What the world? There's like a whole high school's worth of teenagers out there, and it's all of them. It ain't just black teens. It ain't just Hispanic teens. It ain't just Asian teens. It ain't just white teens. It's all of them, and they all out there rioting. It's crazy. You would think some. Well, no. In a crowd that big, right? You got like 300-400 kids. In a crowd that big, the one that steps up and say, "Hey guys, let's not break into this store," they probably get jumped. To be real with you, they probably beat the crap out of them and then still do it. So, I mean, saying something won't do anything. That's the sad part.
If we view this through the lens of these are children, then we need to see that they are victims. And they could.
They're not victims. What do you mean they're victims? What do you mean they're victims? What do you mean by that? You're fucking crazy, bro. People say I'm crazy. So what about
What? How are they the victims when they're causing all of the havoc? I don't get that. What does that? What does that got to? What?
so
What is this?
I want to understand it. I'm so tired of the tit for tat argument. Yeah, it's
It's naive. Feds can't arrest you for state crime. Right, they just make up a federal crime and arrest you for that. Like there's like 50 fucking, there's like 1,000 federal crimes that you can commit. Just make something up and go get them. What's the problem with that? Like, I don't know, you want me to look this up? So I just looked up right here, federal crimes including surrounding riots. And so riots, being federal anti-law, is criminalizing traveling interstate or foreign commerce. You could say that foreign commerce is doing it over social media, and it's interstate because it's on social media, and you're inciting a riot. You just pick them up for that. Literally, it's so simple. So it's so easy. On one side, though, it's just not wanting Democrats to have that power.
Oh my God.
Oh, they already do, man. They already do this to begin with. Do you really think that the thing that's holding these people back is the fact that it would be hypocritical? Do you really think that that's the way it works? Like, what was holding Democrats back from charging Trump for 34 counts of the wrong thing for a felony? What was holding them back for that? No good? No. I have no problem with the Insurrection Act. I think they should do it tomorrow. No, but what I'm saying is that so you even acknowledge that it's possible to do this.
So what does this sound like?
It's been drawn.
Easter in America, a time to reflect on your life's purpose and the spirit of rebirth and renewal, knowing that through Christ all things are possible. Rejoice in the Lord that every day brings a new beginning. Embrace the promise of tomorrow as you honor your tolerance and create a brighter future by serving others and glorifying God. Happy Easter from Grand Canyon University.
Make it a watch. Second satellite video.
Keeping track of stock levels and sales used to be my biggest nightmare with my e-commerce store. Now, Zero makes it easy to stay on top of everything. It keeps everything in one place so I can check sales, track expenses, and stay on top of cash flow no matter where I am. I never have to second guess if I have enough stock or payments are coming in on time. Zero will change your business. Try it for yourself and see what I mean.
Are we going to operate under the assumption that the good guys will always be in power? No, and that's why you need to make sure that it's as close to that as possible. That's my point. So, like, yeah, well, you really think that they're not doing that? Like, I think that you have this naive notion that your enemies will not do things if you don't do those things. Your enemies will do whatever they can to beat you. If you're unwilling to do that, those people will overwhelm you. That's it. And, he's actually, we shouldn't jail kids. Well, let me pull this up, because this person seems like, this person seems like just kind of, it's another, like, the thing is, me being crazy about this, and then you being afraid of Democrats doing it to you, you're completely buck broken. You're totally buck broken, and you're captured inside of an ideological trap that has been created by enemies in order to prevent you from being able to advocate for your best interests. We shouldn't jail the kids. Why shouldn't we jail the kids? And this will be the last person we're going to pull up. Why shouldn't we jail the kids? It's more about legal precedents. And if they could, they would crucify Trump, but case law didn't allow it. They only got mindless change. Next time they'll have more ammo. Yeah, and next time they try to do it, they'll have more ammo too. Incorrect? You still wrong with this? Well, what am I wrong about? We shouldn't be jailing the kids. You aren't going far enough. Then to be an example, oh, you think we should shoot them? I don't want to listen to it. It just seems like another retro.
Be a victim. And when we talk about the violence, the nature of the crime,
3-star stamina. 2-star front runner.
see them for what they are, when they should understand
Caution.
that there's an epidemic of opportunity and threat to these kids' safety. Now, if you want to look at it through the lens of them being adults, makes it all the more frightening, and that's what I think we should do.
Yeah.
Enforcement mechanism has been totally gutted here. Arrests mean nothing without actual incarceration and consequences that the attorney talked about. The reality is that we have demoted family court into some type of summer camp for them. There are no consequences. There's zero accountability, and there's no incentive for those kids to succeed whatsoever. What options have we provided for them? None in the public schools.
They have plenty of options. They have plenty of opportunities, and the idea that society's fault that a bunch of retards want to go out and do donuts in the middle of an intersection and break into stores is outrageous. The idea that the country is at fault because some animal can't stop stealing from Kohl's is insane. I don't want to hear that.
Talked about the millions of dollars that we've shoved toward the unions. They're not being educated. They're not being cared for. They're not being fed in some instances. You've degraded the family unit, so they're not going home to God. They're not going home to a stable unit. Perhaps their one family member is out working 4 jobs to try to put that food on the table. So instead, they're incentivized by social media, by the dopamine hits, and by the apps that
You used to steal
encourage.
too, by the way? Yeah, perfect. Why wouldn't I? There's nothing that's going to happen to you for it. Duh. People respond to incentives. Why would you not steal something if you know you're going to get away with it?
Them to be violent and to be viral at the expense of the collateral damage, which is good American citizens losing their lives, their livelihoods, and their property. And we're supposed to just call them kids?
Ooh, you know what you just tipped into? That we've been following all these social media trials. Think about the victims in some of these, and people do get hurt in some of these instances. Think about
Ooh,
the
got
argument that
kids.
they can make, like this formed on social media. Are you going to try to call this or block it? And a lot of these people are minors, according to my last guess.
No, you
The
just
US attorney.
no. It's this is the stupidest argument ever. It has nothing to do with social media. It's the people that are saying it on social media need to be held accountable. Obviously,
It's the sense that most of the
Like, duh.
carjackings in Washington D.C. are by 14-year-olds. I mean, it's a lot.
It's just a symptom of the breakdown of the family. I mean, obviously, dads, where are you? Stepping in to train your children. I know my daughters, when they were born, as soon as they could understand English, the very first thing.
everybody knows not to steal a car. Everybody knows don't steal a car. If they're doing it, it's because they want to.
I trained them on is that
That's
you
the
will
reason.
not disrespect your mother. That's the number one rule in our home. And it still is. And from that, you grow respect for mankind, for others, and also for society, and also for
It's a nice
and those
it's a nice
individuals that are making
mindset, but
special grades.
it's unrealistic.
We see taking place in these videos. It's just very sad. Breakdown of the family is a big part of it.
I think I thought all
Down to
great
the
points,
car?
the
Is that
breakdown of the
right?
family, the challenges with policy. Another thing is the effort from law enforcement to catch up with something. With social media taking off and allowing this collaboration, they're now turning to, these other takeovers that sometimes use vehicles. Very, very dangerous. These, not necessarily, but there have been a lot of laws that have been put in place to address those kinds of takeovers.
Motorcycle.
Yes. And now they're planning to use those laws to effectively react to this in the same. And one of the other things that I think might potentially be powerful is to going after the organizers civilly, not just criminally, but civilly as well. Now, whether or not there's much to
She's
repeat
right
there,
about that.
but to hold them responsible in some sort of way. So I
Or
think
go
law
after their parents.
enforcement is also struggling to catch up
idea.
with this as it gets underway.
So what's interesting about that, you talked about the parents, specifically the father in the home. You start.
Wheelchair take over, man. I don't know. I don't know if that one's going to happen.
I mean, I'll speak to the men out there because I'm a man and I'm a father. I mean, men should raise their daughters to be an example for the type of man that they would seek to marry and spend their life with. And they should raise their sons to be the type of man that their sons will emulate. And we have a breakdown in society. I just read a statistic. It's either 1 in 4 or 1 in